who showed up at my office that one goes into the arts if you can't do anything else, or if you wouldn't dream of doing anything else. You all know this. It's all about passion and it's all about commitment. I mean, you're here after all, and you've survived 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or yes, more years of schooling, and we, your professors, we've done our best to nurture your talents. We hope you remember us fondly after the scars have healed. You know, I got a great education here as I was prodded and I was pummeled and persuaded to hone the basic skills it takes to practice my art. And I was also challenged to gain an intellectual grasp of what makes my art tick. You know, my 4 years here at the U of A created me, and I'm very proud to say that. But it's different now on the outside, a far different world than when I emerged from the insular world of college. Welcome to a world that questions the relevance of what you have trained so hard and so long to do. Welcome to a world that demands accountability in the form of measurable results. Welcome to a world that can provide art at the click of a mouse without any recompense to the people who created it. Welcome to a world that is increasingly preoccupied with the bottom line at the expense of humanity. Welcome to a world in which you, my friends, are an endangered species. You know, some of you have seen photos of me in my Earthwatch gear, and I monitor some of the cutest and cuddliest animals on the face of the planet in the hopes that they have a future. But you know why? I mean, does the decline of a species to extinction really, really matter? Should we even care? Through my work with my Earthwatch scientist mentors, I've come to understand that in the large scheme of our Earth, an empty space can have an enormous impact. The parallel, you know, is not difficult to see. So, you know, think about what happens when the music stops, the theaters go dark, the galleries close, and the actors are silent. Does the decline in the value of the arts in the public eye really matter? Well, welcome to a world that doesn't know how much it needs you, and to the challenge of convincing the rich and powerful of the worth of your artistic accomplishments. And some of you even have to convince your parents. Welcome to a world that is crowded with artists who have the same hopes and dreams that you do. You know, there are thousands of Asian pianists out there, and they're all Korean. They all play the piano better than I do. Years ago, someone said that Indiana University produces enough graduates to fill every arts position in the United States. And so, you know, what are the rest of us doing this for? Now that I've rained on your parade, think of it as being sort of like those gory pictures in high school driver's ed, you know, that little wake-up call. I want to assure you that there is hope. However, it will be of your own making. You know, it is no longer enough to aspire to be like, or even better than us, your professors. I challenge you to be creative in new ways, to think and then build on the old values, but then to transcend our example, to forge paths that set you apart from the rest of the crowd. I challenge you to explore new collaborations with other forms of art, with the humanities, and indeed with some of the more remote and mystifying disciplines. You know, there are more parallels between the arts and the sciences than you would think. And moreover, scientists are increasingly coming to the realization that it is the arts that speak to people first, and that scientific mysteries become more readily understandable when explained by artists. The confluence of great ideas from multiple disciplines, the sound of many voices, sometimes speaks more loudly and to more ears than does the single line. Finally, compromise is not just for sissies. History shows us that after the initial head shaking, sometimes compromise can be the foundation of greatness. And while we can all get high and mighty about our artistic principles, there is no reason that an artist cannot be businesslike, stick to a schedule, and indeed produce to a theme. Many great figures in the history of the arts have done just that. And who am I to say that I'm better than Johann Sebastian Bach or Michelangelo? So, purity is for martyrs. I challenge you, therefore, to be flexible, to be adaptable, and to be nimble in ways that ensure the survival of your species. Finally, there are people out there who, like you, believe that the arts embody the very best in creativity, that the arts are the supreme expression of the human experience, and that it is the arts that keep us human. I challenge you to be an arts activist, to find the true believers in the arts who exist in all disciplines and in all walks of life, and to work with them to win over our fellow citizens one by one, to see the essential, and I do mean essential, value of what we do. In short, I challenge you to dream outrageously, and I challenge you to survive. Apropos of survive, please party safely tonight, for you have a lot of work ahead of you. It's all in your hands, folks. May you not only practice, but preach the arts, and in doing so, change the world. Thanks.